Welcome back to the railroad, everyone. Today we begin reworking our backyard garden railroad into a simpler backyard garden railroad. Well, here's our layout near the end of 2024. This is October. Take a good look at the helix. The helix will be going away. It's having a lot of problems. It was put in about 2010. And then down below you see a lot of the tracks. The trouble with some of the tracks down below are that they are on the ground, not secured to anything. The deer stomp on them, the animals upset them. Plus my electric switches that are along this back side here are malfunctioning now. So I'm going to do away with all the electronic switches, and we're just going to have manual switches all along the lower side here. Where we have a Y here, whoops, the Y will be changed. It will come out as a loop and go back in. So it'll just be a loop instead of a Y. Okay, continuing here at the northern end of the route, we have the siding coming from the original train shed, and we have this loop coming around. They meet here with an electronic switch. To eliminate that electronic switch, what I intend to do is come back here, cut this support timber here, route this line through somewhere here, either here or here, and tie in over here, let it auto focus, tie in over here with a three-way switch here. So I'll have the loop coming from above, I'll have this coming from the old train shed, and I'll have a siding here. That's going to eliminate my electronic siding here, put in a three-way here, and this also is going to be the set height for the rest of the railroad to run from. Now let's go take a look at that height. So here is the crossover, and I'll be chopping this off in here someplace to come around the light post. And right now it's hard to see, but there is quite a drop in this elevation versus the elevation of the existing railroad. So what we'll be doing is actually raising this railroad out here about 3 to 4 inches. And this is a steep climb for a lot of the engines to try and make, plus making it around a corner and through a small passage over there. So that will ease up some of that. And then all along here will be raised. Okay, another item that has to change is coming out of our new train shed here. The train goes across a bridge that gets set in there and comes down this trestle. Now from the rock out here, the trestle actually has quite a grade that it has to maneuver, and then it goes through a circle and locks back into the main line over here with another electric switch. We're going to eliminate that switch. So starting back here near the rock, the tracks, the new trestle, will be built to go outside, come through the two pieces of stump here, and backwards around this loop to tie into this main line over here somewhere. So you saw the helix from up above. This is the helix down below, and it's quite convoluted. We have a three-track turnout here. Comes into a siding and then off to the junction line where there is a Y out here. This is a huge Y, but it is a Y. And then the tracks go back to a circle over here, and a couple of small sidings out at the very end. Now, to eliminate all that, actually that is to eliminate this helix, gives me a huge area from here all the way down to this end to do some nice configurations, yards and such, and everything will be switchable from this wall along here. So again, to get a Y without having to get a train to turn around without having to go through a Y like this, I just put a loop in starting about here, going out and around and coming back the other direction into this. Thus you have a turnaround. And we'll do a nice wide loop out here someplace. But it also gives me more room because this helix takes up a lot of property. By eliminating that, which it's 12 feet wide at the widest. We'll have a whole area where we can set up towns, yards, sidings, etc. So it's going to take a while, but we will get this done. I hope you enjoyed that. Let's go run a train for a while. This is the section I'm worried about right here, because I've got a steep bend right here. Well, I hope you all enjoyed that. If you did, give us a thumbs up. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Be safe, stay healthy. We'll see you down the rails, and God bless.